Alrighty, so let's see what we can do here by grabbing my live streaming channel, and I need to send it to the guy like that's actually like gonna be here. So give me one moment. I gotta send the link to the guy. And it's gonna be over and done with more or less. There we go. Delivering the message. What's up, chat? How you doing? Now, if I normally do these, it's going to be like in the morning around this hour. Like, this is pretty much around when I get home and when I'm able to do these reviews. Uh, Let me go ahead and put this back over here. Go back to OBS and pull up the review and properties. What we're going to do is pull this up, okay that. Let's see. This dude says, let's go find his thing on Reddit real quick. Okay, so what does he say here? He says, I need help on not sucking. I kept getting my ass kicked by this dude, and I would like to know if there are any aces that could give me flying advice on improvements I could make. So I'm like, okay. So I sent him a message here down here that says, I'll review this once I get home for you. And I'm here and I'm at home for you. So let's go ahead and go back to the video. I'm going to pull up the stream chat. That way, if anyone's watching, they can see this as well. So this person's name is HerrscherOfTheEnd or something like that. I probably butchered the hell out of it, but I'm probably gonna guess that this is PS4 because usually in the top right, you don't really see these voice chat icons because for some reason on PC they're disabled. So I'm gonna be guessing. I haven't seen all of the video. I've only seen like a tiny bit where you start to engage the first guy, and so let's go ahead and start.
This is AWACS Windmaker.
And from what we can tell right here, it's a special weapons off lobby and you're running PLSL. So if you're running anything that enhances your PLSL for the unlimited special weapons off lobby, you're just gimping yourself. So whatever you do, if you're in a lobby like this, and just don't bother upgrading your PLSL at all because it just doesn't work. So there's no point in doing it.
We have you on radar. Enemy detected. Clear to engage.
So you could go after the F-16. There's a 37 in your view, and the F-16's heading at you, but you're still looking around at targets.
Call sign is Oscar 1.
And you decide that you want to engage the guy in the Falcon, who Hikaru is actually really good. And he's been playing Ace for a very long time. Or she, I don't know who they really are. I just know that, hey Reina, how are you? It's good to see you. I'm doing this guy's review because he asked for me to do one while I was at work, and I was like, hey, sure, I'll do one. So Hikaru is very good by veteran standards, and it's unlimited. So you're deciding, like, this is a very poor choice of who you should engage. Like, you had so many different choices you could engage, like the F-16 that was coming at you, or the Su-35S or whatever, because this is a very tough opponent that you're going to be fighting against whenever you're first starting out for the Battle Royale lobby. So he engages you, and right here, you should have been hard braking immediately to get within PSM speeds. Like, look at how hard they're pulling. And you want to really, really pump those brakes whenever you're doing it. Like, you want to pump them, let go for a tiny second, pump them, let go for a tiny second, and that gets you into a good rhythm for dumping speed as you turn. Now, because it's a unlimited lobby and the special weapons are off, you're going to have a really tough time hitting anyone that's in a super fighter like the Falcon. Just fair warning. Like, it's going to be really tough. So your main source of damage is probably going to be your missiles if you can hit them, and then barring that, like direct gun damage, but that puts you in their path. So you want to be really careful about how you approach these guys.
Understood.
See, like right here, you curve the missiles, but the only way these are ever really going to hit is if they start looping around, which they might not. But if you do it from this kind of angle, you need to get some distance so that they have time to loop back around. If you do them right here and you keep in this tiny little circle of PSMing, it's never going to reach the inside of the bubble ever. So if you're going to do this, try and get some distance from them, and they'll eventually loop back around and try and hit them. Like, just look at how maneuverable they are. Like, hitting people with missiles is so hard whenever you're both in super planes. And even when you're both good, it's still difficult. Yeah, so right now he's already outpacing you in PSM. So what you want to do is you want to try chaining a lot better. Whenever you end a PSM, you can do one again. Like right here, you're stalling out and then you start one. Hold up. Whoops. My bad. Alright. Need help on that second. So let's try this again, going back to the YouTube video. So you go after Hikaru,
Locked onto you.
and let's see what else we can do here. F11. Whoops. Yeah, so those two off-angled ones, you see how they're going around down here and they're just looping around, but they're not really doing anything? You want to pull them away. And right here is where your plane can pitch, but you're not very good at, like, ending your PSM under 400 and then doing it again. And Hikaru here has been doing that for a very long time, so they're going to outspeed you for the PSM itself. Like, my first advice would have been just not to engage this guy at all if you were really wanting to win the lobby. But if you want to get better, this is how you do it. Like, they get free gun damage on you because you're slower than they are for the PSM chaining. And because you're slower than they are, they can just run around and zip around. Hitting them with missiles is damn near impossible unless you can catch them at the start of a PSM, which, from what I can see, you're just not experienced enough to do. Like, right here, you are just sitting there. Like, you're not going anywhere, so it's really easy to hit you for a lot of gun damage. If this guy had gun power too, he would have just ripped into you and you would have just died. Like, right around here, because you stall. Like, you're not really going anywhere. And then he comes back around again. You flare, but you still didn't PSM, so he's still hitting you. So now he's in the lead. You're at like 83% damage. And he just guns you down, and that's all you can really... That's it. Like, that's the end of the... So what does he do now? Now he has free reign to run around the lobby and kill the guy in second. But the guy in second's getting some score. So you'd probably be better off trying to kill this guy in second instead of re-engaging him if you really wanted to win the lobby. But you go after him again. But it would have been worthwhile to wait for him to full hard commit into an engage with somebody and then start shooting at him. Because if you leave him alone for a second, he's just like, I just dumpstered this kid. I don't have to worry about him. He's not that good. And he's going to go after the highest guy in the lobby because that's the juiciest target. What you want to do is you want to wait for him to start a PSM or something and then just hammer him with 2 missiles. Because while it may draw his attention to you, it's going to be like, okay, I just got 2 missiles worth of free damage on the guy who's top of the lobby, or damn near close to the top of the lobby. So it's going to score you a lot of points, and it's going to make sure that you hit them while they were distracted. Because if you can't fight somebody just head on with full PSM and you know you're going to lose, then you have to rely on different tactics like trying to shoot them when they start a PSM so you can get a hit on them, get a hit in on them, and basically guarantee some damage. So right here, you immediately go back after him. He's busy distracted, so this is the right play in a way. But I would have waited for him to get a lot slower, personally, but this will work. So now he just killed the guy, I think, and he's coming right after you. Right there, you could have hit him for a little bit of gun damage, and you did. But he's way faster than you. Like, all he has to do is just set up behind you and start shooting.
3 minutes remaining.
Oh, he's really low, actually. Hold on. You see, his HP is really low. You can probably gun him down if you have the chance, but I don't know. If you were really good and you could use your gun aim really well, it's something you want to work on. Like, everything that I see here needs work. Like, your gun aim, decision making, your missile placement, general tactics, and PSM chaining. Pretty much everything here needs work. But if you had to work on something, I would suggest PSM chaining. I have a tutorial on that where you basically say disengage the PSM spite and just swoop back. He would just get missiled, Mika. He would just get shot with a missile, and best case scenario, if you want to run away, you just waste their time. But Hikaru probably has engine parts. I don't think uh, the guy I'm reviewing does, so he'd just get run down anyways, because he's in a he's in a Falcon, and our buddy here is going up in an SU-57, and I'm pretty sure the Falcon's gonna pretty much outspeed and outpitch the 57. Now, I could be wrong on that, but it's just if you're this close, you might as well at least try to put up a fight. If you wanted to run away and hope somebody would distract him, that might not even happen. Best case scenario is you get the whole lobby going after him while he's chasing you and he has to turn around. But that's just taking a chance. Right now he's really low health, so if you hit him once or but that's just wishful thinking, though. You know what I mean? It might not happen, and you just get trashed, and you didn't even get a chance to fight back. Like, you see how low and health he is? Like, one missile hit, one good gun strafe, and he's dead, and you're up to probably second place with the score difference. So he's right there, right behind you, and he's getting free gun damage, and you're just not PSMing fast enough. He's actually overshooting from how slow you're going. Like, the missile evasion's no problem. Like, anyone can dodge missiles in an unlimited battle royale because missiles just aren't really regular missiles just aren't really that good. And so pretty much anybody can get around them. But this guy's just really fast. He's a veteran. He knows how to play. And for what I can see is just you're just not experienced enough dealing with this kind of player to really be able to fight back in any meaningful way.
Missile evaded. Impressive. Targets in gun range.
Like right now, this guy's getting hit by every Tom, Dick, and Harry in the lobby. You can see it. All you have to do is waste his time. Even if yeah, he keeps getting hit, but I don't know why it's not rendering. He should be dead already. He's at like 99, 95%. Yeah, there we go. Maybe you can hear me now, but all you got to do is hit him once with something, and he's dead. I would be firing guns non-stop right here, but the DS4 controller's not really that good for it, I think.
2 minutes remaining.
I would just be mashing those guns. 1v1, I know that guy, Hikaru. Yeah, he's really good. I think he died to a third-party missile. Let me check. So did you kill him or somebody else?
Missile incoming. 2 minutes remaining.
No, he got third-partied. So right now, your next priority target should be either somebody you can very quickly mop up or somebody who's in like second place for points. So I guess this 35 will work. He's really low speed. You'll kill him. Yeah, no problem. This 37 is probably going to be a little tougher. You're off angled. It would have been easier to just wait and then slow down and get behind him. But, I mean, the overshoot is fine.
In gun range. Missile fired.
Hikaru should be back really soon. I think that's him that just, yep, he's back. And he's already on you. It's just mainly a thing where you got to be paying attention. Yeah, everything needs work here, but I would, yep, he just gets you right there.
Oscar 1 down. Targets in gun
Yeah, you don't want to fly straight into him like that because all he has to do is just shoot. And he's just going to hit you head on here because you're heading straight at him. He's coming at an angle. He's coming at a curve. So all he has to do is shoot at you and keep going in the curve. But because you're going straight, you're not turning. You're just gonna get hit for free. Like, say you just got hit for free because you weren't turning. And not only is he chasing you, but someone else is as well. And you crash right here. That's on you. If you would have went straight up instead of to the side trying to intercept, you would have came back up. And like, quite frankly, he's been murdering everyone in the lobby, so there's not really anyone else that's putting up any real decent fight at all. So it's just whatever. If everyone wants to just roll over, there's not much you can do except try and outscore the person in first.
15 seconds.
No, you can fly into the canyon if you want, but you just have to be aware of where the pillars are so you don't crash and lose score. And then you got a really long cooldown on your respawn, so it even punishes you even further. It only maybe decreases your score by like 3 or 4 thousand. So I mean, if you're feeling scumbaggish, I mean you can kill yourself with the pillars, lose like 4,000 score, but the main thing you lose is the time. So. So you got like 12 seconds here. You try shooting him because he's distracted, but you didn't wait for him to be like PSMing or anything.
Target not hit. Combat time
All right, and
still running on.
that's what it is. So if you've got any other videos, let me know. I'll review those too right now. But I would say the biggest thing to work on is your PSM chaining.
Your call sign is
Your
Oscar 1.
PSM chaining is when you end a PSM, but you're like at 499 kilometers per hour or lower. And what happens is when you PSM and you're done with it, you'll feel like when you're done with it, and you can just do it again right off the bat and keep spinning around until you can get behind them, or until you can basically outposition them and get behind them to shoot them. And the easiest time to shoot somebody is when they're done PSMing, or well, actually, whenever they start or whenever they're done, because at that moment they have a choice to either PSM again or keep running. Also, your aim and missile placement need work, but that's something that I would do later. You'll pick that up eventually, so I wouldn't feel too bad about not really being able to hit him. I would just be able to focus on trying to keep up with people like this and trying to stay on their back because it's a lot easier to learn PSM chaining than anything else I talked about. But I'd say the main thing that killed you here was that you weren't fast enough and you just weren't posing a real threat, like with your missiles or your guns or anything. So whenever you get the chance, see if you can fight them some more or something. Ask them what you could do better.
Box 2. Box 2.
And if you got any videos, shoot them at me because I'll end the stream here at the 5 minute mark whenever you're finished, unless you got any more questions. I got a double to do today, so I don't really have the time to just like chill out here and do nothing. My aim sucks, but, well, you'll get better at it, don't worry. But I would say that's not really the issue here. My bad. What are you sorry for? You're new. I don't see how you're expected to beat this guy when he's in a super fighter and he is like a year plus of experience on you. So anyways, I would focus on PSM chaining. I've got a tutorial video for that if you wanted to look me up or look around. I'm pretty sure you can find it pretty easy. I've got a playlist on my channel with a lot of info on it.
Enemy clouds. Oscar 1. Locked on.
Yeah, the main thing here was you didn't have any pressure to apply to this guy, but that's because you just weren't fast enough. I'll check it out. Yeah, sure. You got any questions for me? Because if not, I'm just going to wrap this up and probably head to bed or play some Hollow Knight or something.
Missile incoming. 2 minutes remaining.
How do you get out of PSM? I'm sorry. Can you rephrase that, or do I need to show you?
Ranking improved. Keep it up. Locked on.
On command.
Target is
Well,
within range.
what you can do is I have another PSM video about how to Cobra in PSM planes, and that shows you how to stop a PSM as you're doing it, if you want to. But that's mainly for like chaining and advanced stuff. I would recommend you see the beginner video because it's you can watch both of them if you want. They're good info, and I think I'm pretty sure I cover them pretty well. It's just um, the boosting part is a lot better than canceling it and keeping going. Because boosting's like the core of how you're supposed to get better at PSMing. And when you've pretty much peaked out on that, you can start canceling and getting into mind games and nonsense like that with really high tier players. But that's like top 1% stuff that's nobody was realistically ever going to look at. So
Bandit on you.
that's like some top 1% stuff and doesn't work. It doesn't really work unless you've practiced it way much. I would stick to just basic PSM boosting and chaining that because that'll get you a lot further than canceling ever will. The canceling only really works
15
for
seconds.
um, Cobra fighters like the MiG-29 or the Morgan, the ADFX Morgan. I'll get there one day. Well, I hope you will. PS4's got a lot of good players. I'm pretty sure you can
Combat time.
definitely up your
Subject
game.
alert.
All right, I'm probably gonna go here real soon. Um, if you ever have any other videos of which you're really not sure what's wrong with how you're playing, or if there's any flaws, or there's anything you want us to go over together, just shoot it to me. I'll review it whenever I get home from work, and we'll go from there. All right. Before I go, do you have any more questions? I'll answer them best I can. Thank you. Have a good one. No questions. Okay. And I'm stuck on PC because my PS4 doesn't work. PC is where I hang out. Like, it is what it is. PC's great. I love PC. It's got top 1%ers all over the place. Bye, Nathan. Good luck with everything. Hey, bye, guys. Y'all have a good time. I'm probably going to go to bed, maybe play Hollow Knight. I'm not sure. Maybe Overwatch. But y'all have a good time. If you have any videos or anything for me to review, you guys can reach me on Discord, on YouTube even, or on Reddit. And that's really it. Y'all have a good time.